Hi, welcome to I Unlimited, committed to helping you find your best self and inner peace.
Hey, fellow travelers, I've got a message to share. I was inspired to work with this deck, The Sacred Forest by Denise Linn. Kind of feel like I'm about to start having the hiccups. Okay. And this is what came out. And this card came out the last time I worked with this deck as well. Standing Stone's Passage. And that, to me, message I'm getting is, passage refers to a physical passage, traveling from one place to another, but also like a rite of passage, a change in mindset, in heart, in how we see ourselves, in how we present to the world, and in how others see us. And then the other card is Hummingbird Spirit, Joy. And remember how if you heard yesterday's video or saw it, I was talking about like just being able to choose joy, not, okay, I'm going to work and work and work on my life and the circumstances so that when they are a certain way, then I'll feel joy, which is, what I did for years and years and years. So still always looking at my life with that critical eye. No, it's not there yet. Nope. I'm not feeling joy, but rather starting and I was saying yesterday how I, having such an unstable and broken, incomplete foundation from childhood, and having built a life and belief and all that structure on top of that foundation, it was always falling down and falling apart and unworkable, unlivable. And I was trying to fix that foundation while the structure was still on it, a bit at a time, and then realizing, no, I don't have to take the broken pile of rubble, the crummy foundation that sort of I was handed. I can actually just start fresh and create a new foundation. And I said, I'm choosing joy. I'm choosing to be happy. I'm building a foundation on joy and solid. And look what comes out. And it's the message I got is, you're going places, like you're changing things. So I'm going to change your address or, where I live. I'm going to change how I relate to people, how people relate to me, how they see me. See over here, oh, they're just telling me this now. And this is for me. I don't know if it applies to you or not, but how here she almost appears hidden in the dark, and she's going to move out into the light. She will be seen going through this passage, but always into the divine light, in among the divine. And then, I was inspired to work with this deck, the Gateway Oracle cards, again by Denise Linn. And check out this communication. So, the first card out is, whoops, that's too high. Simplify your life. I cherish the simple pleasures of life. I don't know about you. I do not consider cleaning to be a simple pleasure in my life. But I got my weekly cleaning done today, and true to form, it hasn't been the burdensome chore. But simplify, not just decluttering, because our environment is part of our energy field. And if it's confused and chaotic, then we have a higher level of confusion and chaos within us, of a lack of clarity, right? And just some degree of overwhelm. But the message I got was, when I build my foundation on joy, it is simpler. I'm not trying to build from, is this right? Is this going to do it? Is this going to get me to happiness? Blah, 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 blah. What do people think about this? And all that. I'm just simplifying it. I'm just building it on joy and trust and partnership with the divine. That is the simplification, where I'm looking to for my guidance, for my validation, for my joy, satisfaction, peace, whatever you want to call it, right? Belonging, connection. I'm simplifying my life. I'm not trying to chase after all these people or situations or circumstances. Going within. I'm connecting with the divine, and that is the biggest thing. And then check what comes out next. Cannot make this stuff up. Can you still see that? Okay. Next card that comes out, soaring into joy. I got to see what this childlike wonder fills my life. So I can't see this thing. My phone blocks me from, or the holder blocks me from seeing the view of the phone. Okay. So the message here is, as I simplify my life, as I stop looking at all the circumstances, at everything in the world, everything in my life, all the people, all the situations, as I tune in to the divine, not only do things become simpler, they become calmer, they become much more joyous. I am uplifted in among the heavens. Just a simple pleasure, the childlike wonder indicating that we're just taking pleasure, taking joy in little things, in simple things, right? We're seeing the beauty, how jaded we can get, especially when we're in a country of abundance. It's just, well, that's the way it is. And we don't even, enjoy the beauty of a plant or the majesty of a bee. And then the final thing I saw, final card was emerging into grace. I open my soul to grace. I'll put it over here. And so as I simplify my life, connect and tune into the divine as my foundation, it brings me joy. It uplifts me. I'm buoyant because I'm not weighed down by all those other thoughts and concerns and worries and people and, obligations and fears. And then I emerge into grace. And actually, as I tune into the divine, there's a flow. There's actually a flow, and opening myself up to it, allowing myself not only to experience that, to be part of that. That when you're filled with joy, when you're uplifted and buoyant, it's natural to exude grace. It's just a natural thing. So this really spoke to me. And again, I'm finding the more I do the breath work, the more things change, the more they simplify, the more I'm uplifted, the more joy I experience. And especially when I focus on allowing the divine to flow through me as I breathe. So taking in those initial very full breaths, feeling like I'm filling myself so full of air that I stretch and crack the shell of limitation around me and let it fall away. And the next time, filling myself completely full, like pushing all the cells out until every cell feels like it has room to move freely. It's not compacted and jammed and stuck together. And then as I breathe, and breathing in fully in the chest and belly, feeling the air flowing through all the spaces I've just created, like the breeze through a screen. And I noticed when I first started doing this and breathing in fully to the chest and belly, that impulse to close back down, to tighten up, clamp down, close off all those spaces, and just breathing through it. And of course, as we breathe shallowly, which we do so much in our life, that traps especially negative feelings in. That's usually when we're breathing shallowly, right? When you go out and you're sitting at some place in nature, there's some place you love. It could be the woods, it could be a mountain, it could be the beach, the desert, whatever. And when you're relaxing, you tend to take a very deep breath, don't you? Oh, this is so great, right? You notice that? You're breathing it in and you're letting go of some of the burden. When we breathe shallowly, we're locking the burden in. We're locking the fear. We're locking the stress. We're locking the pain in. And so as I am training myself, even during just life, as many times during the day as I can remember, breathing, fill the chest and belly, feel myself open, feel that flow, that I allow, even when pain comes, it can flow out again. I'm not clamping down and trapping it. I'm not grabbing onto it. And then really trying to picture as I'm inhaling, as that flow is coming in through me, breathe in everything I can. Receive as much from the divine as I can. And then share it as I exhale. So as I breathe in, I focus on being open. As I exhale, I'm grateful. As I inhale, I'm receiving. As I exhale, I'm sharing. And like I said, you can do this for one breath, a minute, an hour, as many times as you remember. And that's how habits are made. Like the habits we want to break, and they seem so difficult to break, but they were made one little step at a time. We didn't jump into that habit. So if we want to change it, it's kind of like, driving on a dirt path. As you drive it and drive it and drive it, you wear ruts where the tires are, and just over time they get deeper and deeper and deeper. That first time you drive it, you don't create this big deep rut. And it may seem like, it takes something to get out of it, but guess what? We've already proven to ourselves we can create a habit. Now we're just going to do it consciously with our breath. And I love the peace, the serenity, the flow, the buoyancy, the joy that keeps flowing in and through. And I can't wait to see where the journey takes me. So I hope that helps you and inspires you to find your best self and inner peace.
I hope this video helped you rise higher and shine brighter. Keep going. Invest just a few minutes here with me each day, and you'll see your happiness, fulfillment, and inner peace grow. Please remember to share, like, and subscribe to this channel so others can find their best selves in inner peace too.